Due to request, I'm making a series of videos breaking down PlayerUnknown wins and losses from a tactical perspective. First off, why should you listen to me? I'm older, I have bad aim, and deteriorating reaction times because of my age. Okay, I'm not that old, but what I do have is first season my ranking was as high as around 50, and I usually hovered between rank 88 and 150 in solo. So I've got that going for me. I feel like I have a strong grasp on the game, and I usually make it now to the top 10 with little trouble. So if your playstyle resembles that of mine, perhaps this can help newer players out. More advanced players may have serious critiques of this or really think I'm off my rocker, but that's okay. This is more geared for people who are really struggling with, being able to make the top 10 players in solo or being able to win rounds. Okay, jumping into a round here, I've dropped out of the plane into the center of the zone underneath the plane track. No one jumped with me, surprisingly, so I was able to loot, find a car, and during the second circle collapsing, drive to the middle of the zone. I've cleared this house. I'm going downstairs now because I want to defend this house from the ground floor. The reason is most players defend this house from the top floor. I use crouch jump to get on top of this pallet here. There's two reasons for this. One is it puts me in a position that I don't think an enemy player is going to expect me to be in. The second is it's got a nice right-handed peek shot around the only corner an enemy can come around. Since the gun is on the right side, this gives you a slight advantage when you're fighting an enemy. I hear someone about to drive in here, so I aim hipfire. I don't have a sight on my vector right now, so hipfire is probably going to be more effective. I wait for him to come around the corner. And sure enough, he goes to go assault the stairs, and I get an easy kill. As I'm looting the body here, you're going to see me drop some ammo. This is because I really want to pick up every available first aid kit and energy drink on the player's body. This is really important in PlayerUnknown to have enough meds, especially during the end of a round. Jumping forward, I've driven the car twice into a house in the center of the zone and done what you've seen before, defended the house, cleared it. Now what I'm doing here is I've been listening and staying out of sight, and I've heard a player's footsteps around the house that I'm in. I actually make a big tactical mistake here. I'm able to listen and find the player, and I think I've got a shot on him, but I actually don't, and I hit the bottom of the window a bunch. All this does is reveal my position. This was a big mistake. However, after this bad decision, I make a good one. I shoot out the window on the opposite side of the house, and I crouch jump out of the window. Now this works because I've got a silenced weapon here, and I don't think my enemies heard me. So since the zone's not closing, I go to run to the next house in the zone. It's a little risky, but since the zone wasn't quite collapsed yet, that player was probably expecting me to peek back out the window and therefore didn't have a good position to follow or shoot me. I clear this house quickly, and then I move to the corner of the building in order to try and cover both doors at the same time. This is a bad position. I can get peeked through the window in front of me here easily. After I take the energy drink, I realize this, and I move to a different corner. I'm going to slow the video clip down because there's a lot happening at once here. I've heard the player that I expected to follow me, I think, on the northeast side of the house. Now, what I don't know is that that player has died right outside the zone. I also hear another player here to my southwest. So I'm looking around, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, and what I'm really doing here is waiting for a moment to move. What's going to happen here is I'm going to hear somebody on my southwest get in a gunfight, and I'm going to move outside the house immediately. The reason I do this is when other players are fighting, they're not as focused on you. They're usually either in the gun battle or they're trying to recover from it, either looting or getting their bearings straight or whatever. So this is a great time to move out, and I take the opportunity. As I leave the house, I quickly look left just to make sure there's no one right outside the door, which I probably would have gotten killed, but gotta look anyway. And then I go to look right at the guy that I think is on the southeast corner of the house. I actually make a mistake here. I think he's prone laying down, and I fire. This gives away my position, and a player that I knew was there on the southwest tries to shoot me. I shoot a quick burst at him to let him know I saw him, so he doesn't just run after me and shoot me in the back because he thinks I didn't see him. I would almost die, but I'm able to get to cover. Here I realize I want to move into the zone, but I probably can't move around the other side of the house, so I go straight towards this guy, crouching. I get a little lucky here. He's looking at something else for some reason. And I'm here a guy in this house. I'm able to make it to the other side of the house into cover. Now right here, the other two players left have fought, and one has won. I realize looking right that the player inside the house has shot the other one with a shotgun through the window. So I know he's still in the house. This is a great position for me. I'm in a really good position here. I can see both doors. I know the player's inside the house. He does something very strange here. He goes and he opens the back door, and then he runs to the other side of the house and he opens the front door. But he doesn't leave. I'm thinking about throwing grenades in the house to try and get the win. That suddenly hits me that if I close one of the doors but stay outside, he might think that I've walked in and closed the door behind me and might run out the other door. So I do this. I run and I close the back door. I run around the other side of the house. Sure enough, he falls for the trick. Walks out, and I get an easy kill and the win. Thank you for watching. If you like this type of video, please subscribe or tell me in the comments, and I'll make more of them. Thank you.